What is going on, everybody? I am back again with a Black White 2 Wi-Fi battle. This time it's an RU battle because, the other night I made a new RU team and I was like, hey, I want to have an RU battle to try this new RU team. So, saw this guy on the battle finder looking for an RU battle. Hey, I could battle. I have an RU team. So, yeah, that's what this is. So, anyways, right off the match, I decided to lead off with my Galvantula because I figured that maybe he would want to lead off with his Selgor. And, I mean, I know Selgor seems to be a popular lead in RU, so I could lead off with a Galvantula, outspeed the thing because I'm Scarfed, break a potential Sash, and then possibly do lots of damage to it. Actually, probably do a lot of damage to it since a Selgor really isn't too bulky. But, for some reason, I decided to Volt Switch into my Yuxi when he's a Ghost type. So, I don't know what's up with that. But either way, it doesn't really matter because I do take the Shadow Punch relatively well. So, I'm just going to go for my Rocks here because I don't want his, because, I mean, if his Omastar is a Shell Smashing set with Focus Sash, I could break that Sash. Plus, he does have two other Pokemon that are weak to the Rocks, so it's always nice to have that. So, right here, I'm just going to go for the U-turn because I did see that he has Will-O-Wisp, and he did miss. Miss really doesn't matter because I do have Heal Bell on this thing anyways. So, I went for the U-turn because if he wanted to stay in, try Will-O-Wisping me again, I could just go into my Hariyama, get the Guts boost. But, he decides to switch out, goes into his Cryogonal, so I figured, hey, I'm going to go into Cinccino, go for the U-turn, and scare that thing out, get the switch initiative. It's going to be all good from there. So, he goes into his, Dusknoir again, as I'm just going to go into my Pharaoh Seed here because I'm realizing that now that I know that he's a bulky set as opposed to an offensive set, I don't have to worry about him setting up a substitute and going for some focus punches. So I just bring in my Pharaoh Seed. Burn, like I said, doesn't really matter because one, I'm a Pharaoh Seed, I'm not going to do anything offensive. And two, I do have Heal Bell, so even if I did have any offensive moves on this thing, which I don't, then I could just heal that off. So, I decided to go for the Thunder Wave just because if he did want to switch out for whatever reason, then I could catch something on the switch. But I paralyze him, then I'm going to go for the Leech Seed as he reveals to me that he does have the Seismic Toss. I don't actually think I see a fourth move anywhere down the line. I would imagine Pain Split maybe. But either way, I'm seeing that he's going for Seismic Tosses, so I'm just going to switch out, go into my Spear Tube here, maybe get a free Calm Mind off if he does want to go for the Seismic Toss. But no, he's just going to switch out himself, go into his Cryogonal. And, yeah, so anywho, right here, I decided to go for Calm Mind because, I mean, I can't really imagine a Cryogonal being able to do a whole hell of a lot to me. Plus, if he wanted to go for a Toxic, that I really wouldn't mind that because I am a Resto Chesto Spiritomb. So, Ice Beam does about 25%, I want to say, actually more like 33%, like a third damage because 300, 200, anyways. So, decided to go for another Calm Mind because I believe this puts me at +3, I think, I lost count. But, he goes into his Crawdon here, Crawdon Cryogonal. That's kind of a tongue twister. But he goes into his Crawdon, and I'm going to go for the Hidden Power Fighting here on this thing. Maybe expecting him to want to set up a Dragon Dance, or just set up on me, expecting me to want to set up some more. But he goes for Substitute, so that means he was expecting me to set up another Calm Mind. But I don't want this Crawdon setting up, because if his Crawdon has a chance to set up, that would be bad news bears, because a setup Crawdon is not a fun Crawdon, because adaptability and good dual stab, that's not something I want. But I am going to be able to live the waterfall, get the hidden power off on him, and that's good days, good days. So, in comes Hitmonchan, or Hitmonlee. The name is wrong, Jesus tits, goes to Hitmonlee, and unfortunately enough, he does end up hitting a Stone Edge. It's really no big deal. All it really does is get rid of my spin blocker. So I'm gonna go into Hariyama here, go for a Fake Out because I'm gonna just want to get a good amount of damage off of this thing. Get my Toxic Orb activated, and stuff. So, anyways, I'm gonna go into my Yuxi here because I'm pretty sure he's just gonna go for the high jump kick. So I can resist that, get some extra Life Orb damage off on this thing, and then leave my Yuxi in his Death Fodder because I honestly don't see much use for Yuxi. Looking at the rest of his team because I don't know. I guess just his Himmel knee's about to die anyway. So going to my Hariyama here, gonna go for the fake out just to clean that thing out. And yeah, so one, I guess you could say he's a threat, but I think the biggest threat I'm looking at on his team is probably his Almost Star, because I'm not too sure if that thing is Shell Smash or not. So in comes his Cryogonal, and I'm pretty sure he's just gonna rapid spin the rocks away. So I'm just figuring, well, hey, my spin blocker is dead, so I'm just gonna go into my next best thing, being my Pharaoh Seed, because you know I got Iron Barbs. If he's gonna go for the rapid spin, hey, I get extra damage off on it. So right here, I just went for the Thunder Wave, I believe, just to get that thing paralyzed. But turns out he has Hidden Power Fire, so I have a dead Pharaoh Seed. That's not cool. But anyways, same thing as before. Gonna go into my Cinccino, scare that thing out, go for the U-turn, just get switch initiative, because like I said, why would Cryogonal stay in on a Cinccino? I don't know. So U-turn into my Galvantula here, and right here I decide that I can just one-shot this thing with a Thunder from a little under 50%, and I do manage to clean that thing out. So Dusknoir is dead, so I guess that's cool. I guess I could start tail slapping things. But in comes this Aselgor, and I'm just like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go for the Thunder, bring it down to a potential Sash, if not kill it, if he's Life Orb. And he goes for the Bug Buzz, and you'll see in a bit that he is Life Orb, but he also see that he gets a crit. And I'm not too sure if I could have lived that crit, because I mean that is an Aselgor and it's Life Orb and stuff. But anyways, I'm just gonna go for a fake out here as he just goes to his Almost Star, and I actually see right here that he is actually leftovers, so that kind of convinces me, or that pretty much says that he's not Shell Smash, because if he was Shell Smash, he would either have the Power Herb, or no, what's the White Herb, or the Focus Sash. So because of the fact that he's not a Shell Smash set, I'm pretty sure I could live a Scald or whatever he wants to go for. He does go for the Scald. I do live it, and I'm gonna be able to clean that thing out with a close combat. So last two Pokemon are his Aselgor and his what's its face, Cryogonal, and I'm just like, okay, you know what? He can outspeed me, kill me off. That's fine. I just want to leave this thing as death fodder, because because I'm leaving this thing as death fodder because I know for a fact that Cinccino can outspeed his Cryogonal, so I'm pretty sure I have the game in the bag. But I actually end up living the Bug Buzz, which really doesn't matter because I died of poison anyways. So in comes the Cryogonal, and actually these are both of our last Pokemon. I got Cinccino, he has Cryogonal. I'm just gonna go for Bolt Seed because really because I could have gone for any move and killed him. I mean, I'm Choice Banded Cinccino. Nothing really wants to take any move. Well, I guess Cryogonal just doesn't want to take any physical move, especially from my Cinccino. So, anywho, that was the battle. So, yeah. Oh, I think I forgot to mention who this was. Person by the name of ItzBroken2. I actually think he has a YouTube channel, so I'll check that after the battle and leave that in the description down below. So, anywho, I guess that's about that. So, if you enjoyed this battle, then feel free to leave a comment down below. Don't forget to show the like button some love, and if you want to see more battles such as this from me in the near future, then feel free to click that subscribe button down below. I'm gonna have to get used to saying down below or wherever the subscribe button is now. But anyways, so with all that stuff being said, thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment. Definitely don't forget to like, and do not forget to subscribe.